Hey, welcome to another edition of Real Talk Real Estate here in colorful Colorado. Color is white today, by the way. It's snowing down here. I guess it's not snowing up there though, right, Brian? No snow or little to none. A dusting.
It snowed a little bit. Yeah, just a dust. Not like I saw your the photos from the Springs, and you guys are getting bombarded.
Hammered.
Yeah, everything's closed. Kids are home. We shoveled the walk. It's been quite eventful. Yeah. Shannon did hot yoga, so.
Girls wanted to build a snowman. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a great flow today.
Oh, did you have? You had Lindsay, right?
I had Lindsay. She's so good.
Lindsay.
She's so good.
I've heard.
You've
how
heard
good
about
she
the
is.
myth and the legend of Lindsay?
Legend. She's legendary, Lindsay.
She is legendary.
Yeah.
She had everybody doing like a forearm headstand today.
Did you do that?
I got on my forearms and I could kick my legs up.
All right.
I'm getting there.
Oh,
There you go. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's better than I could have done.
That's nothing to sneeze at, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I thought I'm getting pretty strong, so.
I'm not complaining either. Literally, when I was shoveling snow, the neighbor was like, "I heard your wife lost a bunch of weight." So
Freaking neighbor. Like, ask him how he knew that. Who is the neighbor?
Carrie's the
through-
same way. Carrie's
Yeah.
like, I'm meeting with Shannon because I want to drop 53 pounds like she did. And I'm like, okay.
it's
In 4 months too. Don't forget that little tidbit.
that is kind of the amazing.
That's the
part of
amazing
it.
part of it. And
I don't know.
Yep.
In a world of instant gratification and just, I want what I want now. 4 months is not a lot of time to wait for 50 or to drop 50 pounds. Like, that's incredible. Good job.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm finally feeling the rewards of the work or something, because now my clothes are hanging off of me. And Chris is like, "You need to go shopping." I'm like, "I'm not going shopping. I'm waiting until after this
Wait,
Christmas."
but you got permission to go shopping and you said no?
Well, because I want to wait until Christmas is over.
So this is not
Like,
new, guys.
I
If you-
want to make sure all of our fun stuff is taken care of, and I will be transitioning into the next phase of the program that I'm doing after I hit my benchmark goal. Because once I start transitioning, I'll gain about 5 pounds back if I transition correctly. I can't just go into eating whatever I want again. I have to eat healthy and then eat things in moderation.
Well, I'd imagine they set you up though to not you.
They teach you how to
wouldn't
do all
feel
of that,
right
yeah.
Just jumping right back.
No,
into
I can
those
tell you
habits,
that.
I'm
I can
sure,
tell you that
you
if
know?
I eat red meat now after not eating it for 4 months, it tears my stomach apart. So I know what things are good for me and what's not. So I'm going to have to ease into that. And I don't want to go shopping now because I'm shopping for everybody else. I want to get all that taken care of.
It is a hard time to do both. It is.
so-
Everybody's busy for the holidays.
Don't go to Costco. Write that down.
Oh no, I go there every day. I go there
my
every
Lord.
day.
It was a disaster.
Yesterday when I went, I made a new friend. People talk to me everywhere I go. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but this lady was like, "What do you think about this for a white elephant gift?" I was like, "Well, what's the price point? What are you buying? Who is it for? Is it supposed to be naughty or is it supposed to be nice?" And she's like, "Well, it's a work thing." And I just started working there. I'm like, "Then you probably don't
nice.
want to buy
Keep it
anything.
PG.
You probably don't want to buy anything I'm going to tell you to buy. So stick with what you're looking at." I would love that. So
Go G.
yeah, she had to go PG. So
Yeah. That's good.
yeah. So yeah, all good things,
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to Carrie. I hope she's excited.
She's excited.
It's a commitment. It's hard work, and I'm thrilled to share anybody that wants to hear the good word of what I'm doing and the success that I'm having with anybody else that's willing to listen.
Well, and I think that having the tools in place and the resources that you've been given, and the motivation and diligence just to do it and see it through, that's really been.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Pam Franklin, my cousin in Arizona.
I feel like we
Yeah,
need a sponsor. We need to get a sponsor from them.
Love Pam.
Yeah, I love Pam. She'll be showing up here probably next month or in February. She's got a big show in Denver. And then anytime in July. She just likes to, we've talked about this, she just shows up.
And she can.
She shows up and she shows out. So
Do you, Pam?
Yeah, do you, Pam.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Yeah, so snowy day.
Snowy day. Down here,
School's
down
canceled.
south, maybe
Yeah.
not up there.
We've got a lot of fun stuff going on, so let's get into it. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk about real stuff, guys.
Ooh, Real stuff.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
talk on real talk.
Real talk on real talk.
Dang.
Did you hit record today?
It's our
Because there was a
new
day where you didn't
segment.
do that.
I have done that before, but it says we're going.
Yep, good. Did you
very good.
happen to notice Chris's beard?
Brian
Yeah, I
noticed
did.
right
I,
away.
Right.
I said right away. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like,
You're
you
like,
turned
what
that thing down?
happened?
It's
Yeah.
been met with mixed reviews. So I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hitting mixed reviews. I think it looks better. It's cleaner without it. Our
Yeah.
friends have said that, he doesn't look normal without the beard. So
Yeah.
they really kind of stabbed him in the heart a little bit.
I said he should grow the mustache out first, get all that uncomfortableness out right away, and then grow the beard into that.
It's a solid
That's-
idea. I was telling
Yeah.
Brian kind of how this came about because you didn't ask me to shave or anything like that.
Nope, I let you do it. You
But-
won the bet.
But there's a mustache stage, and Brian can relate, I'm sure, because he
totally.
trims his stash. And
Yeah,
so, in order to get it to match the beard,
yeah,
I need it to be bushy, and you have to get through some really awkward stages where there's
Yeah.
hair all up in your mouth and your food, and it's just a
Not fun.
nightmare. And it doesn't look great either. While you're trying to do that, the end result is nice when it's nice and bushy and it's out of the way. But it was tough. So I trimmed my mustache, and then I feel like once you go down that trimming the mustache rabbit hole,
yeah.
it's pretty easy just to
Yeah.
take it
Now
on
you have-
off.
We're going with the chin strap. Just go with the chin strap at that point.
I know. I mean,
Oh my God.
we have
Y'all are tripping.
we have some 20. God, they got to be 20 years old at least. Some photos of Shannon and I 20 years ago.
Back to
And,
back.
Yeah, we thought that those would be like the coolest on business cards, because if you ever,
Yeah.
if you ever seen some real estate agents, they still have their
Yeah,
10-year-old
the
photos
power
on there,
couples, yeah.
or 20-year-old
Yeah.
photos on there.
30-year-old, some
so,
40-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah. Although Shannon looks better now than she did then. No joke, you look great.
Well, you know what's funny about that too is that the South Park episode, not to go back to Casa Bonita and whatever, because I keep going to Casa Bonita every day.
We keep going to Casa
The-
Bonita, but when are we going to
The
Casa
website
Bonita?
link that I'm
Come
trying.
on.
Okay, well, it's just so you know, I'm trying to get a table for 8 so we all can go. I have had reservations in my cart for 4, but I'm trying to get it so everybody can go. And my link is only good until January 20th, and
So-
they only release the dates about a week at a time, and they're rolling. So it's yep.
Can I interject here?
Robot?
Can I interject here? Why are you trying to break the fucking system?
I'm not. I'm trying to get it so Brian's family and our family can all go. And the ticket is only good for 90 days. And I can't do anything about their reservation link. But back to what I was talking about with South Park and the real estate episode, which I think is hilarious if you
It
guys
is the
have never
best.
watched it.
Yeah,
But
the best.
Cartman gets all like back to like his like, let me just go take a photo in front of the house and put my back on it, and there, like with the back to back photos, and it was so terrible. Chris said I could never talk about it and whatever, but it's like literally the funnest,
It is the
funniest
It's like
episode.
the Walmart episodes. They are really spot on. Like some of those are just like, what?
I love how Cartman just like shows up at his friend's house and is like, I'm selling your house, bro. I'm just going to sell it. Signs in the yard. I don't know what you want me to do. Call me later. I'm going to get you an offer by the end of the day. And they're like, I never even listed. I'm like, good luck doing that in the real world, but it'd be hilarious.
It's funny.
Yep. So
That is the best. If people haven't watched it, it's probably the best.
it's a good one.
It
You
is.
have,
There's
you have
a-
to watch it.
There was a reel I watched the other day, and I'll have to try to find it. I'll send it out, or I'll see if I can attach it. And it was like this guy that's in front of. He's got the camera setting up in front of this like beautiful mansion. There's a beautiful like Bugatti in the front of the house, and he's like shooting a video of his success. And he's out there, and he's like, if you want to talk about how to live your dreams and all this other stuff, you call me. And then like he
I
tries to
saw
open-
that. I
the
saw that
door.
one.
He tries to pull the door, and it's like the alarm's going off, and he's running, and so it was pretty funny. So don't believe everything you see on the internet.
No.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet. And, pro tip, you better have permission to shoot at somebody's really nice house.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of really nice houses, did you know that there was a house in Highlands Ranch that was on the Great American or the Great Christmas Light Fight on ABC? Did you hear about that?
I heard about it. Yes.
Yes, and it
Brian
happens.
can see it from his
It
house.
happens to be in Highlands Ranch. Can you see it from your house?
I'm just kidding.
No. No. But
Look at this house. It
wow,
looks
yeah.
like a gingerbread house. Why you haven't drove by this and gotten me a little video? I'm really disappointed. Santa's there, Brian. Santa.
okay. I'll
Look,
I'll
Santa.
I'll put the kids in the car.
Top of
We're going.
mind.
You need to
Get in the Christmas spirit.
get down there.
Get Carrie out of her
Get-
bah humbug
Yep,
spirit.
get Carrie in the car. Go get your elf hats on and your little jingle shoes and your headbands that light up and all of that.
I'm gonna dress up like Buddy the Elf. Like I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna get out there and do that.
Can you not tease me about elves
And-
right now? Because
Yeah.
we
Me
have
and
been
my-
rocking. We have been rocking our elf game. Our elf game is so strong right now.
Top notch. Top notch.
The Christmas spirit is
The Christmas
strong.
spirit is strong over here. And then Avery was sneak the other day when the elf happened to take a you know what on my thing, and she's like, I'm eating the chocolate chips, and I'm like, those are supposed to be, you know what. And then this one was funny where we did the floor is lava.
Yeah.
And the elf was hanging. And then today, our elf is riding my elephant in the living room. Wait for tomorrow's because she's going to be. Oh, I took the wrong picture.
Well, you just need to turn your camera.
I'm
to the
sorry
side,
about that.
'cause
Yeah. So our elf game is strong. I saw one today where
I
they
think
did.
it's because you're used to doing all those reels.
Yeah,
that
they did one where the elf is like ice fishing. So you put like saran wrap on your kitchen sink or your sink in the bathroom, and you put all this fake snow, and then you get the elf on a shelf, and you have a reel, and you make it look like they're ice fishing in your sink in your bathroom.
Yeah. I want to see that tomorrow.
I'm not doing all that. That's
Okay,
a little.
Chris.
Don't have fake snow.
I don't have fake snow. I'm not
And
doing.
what are you even
You
talking
have,
about?
you have,
I don't.
You have real snow. What are you
What do
talking
I
about?
have
Go
to
out,
do
grab
with the
some
elf
snow.
on the shelf anyway? What do you even
Yeah.
mean?
It's magic.
Yeah, what are you
It's
even
magic.
talking about?
It's just
Yeah.
magic. You better she's just doing some fun stuff in her
Like,
house.
Don't know what this lady's talking about over here.
Oh, my
I have
God.
nothing to
Yeah.
do with that.
Okay, well, let's talk about the Festival of Wreaths that we went to.
Festival of Wreaths.
Yes.
So my sister-in-law, shout out to Megan. She works over at the Palisades of the Broadmoor, which is an assisted living community here in the Springs. They have, I don't even know how many residents she said. She said it was quite the experience last Friday when I went there. Over 73 wreaths were made and donated, and then all the wreaths, the proceeds from the wreaths were donated to the Pikes Peak Humane Society here. So it was a really great experience, really fun opportunity to meet the residents and the people that she works with. Megan was gracious enough to invite me to come, and she was like, you need to make a wreath, do it for your business, bingo bango. It's great exposure for
and
you.
we had more than anything, we had fun making it. It
I
was
really
fun.
did.
Yeah.
We
This
put
isn't even. That's not really a good one, man. I
Why
have so
didn't-
many more better ones like that.
this
How do-
is
How do we get a Colorado Native Realty Yeti cup? What? How does,
well,
how do we
you
get
buy a
signed up for
Yeti, you buy a Yeti, you
Can't
buy
give
a
away that trade
Yeti,
secret on
and
this
then
show.
you
We'll tell
take
after
you
the
take a
show, man.
sticker and you smack it
Boom.
on there. Boom.
that? All right, I like it.
Yep. So that's what we did.
That's
so
how that one turned into it. But maybe in the future we'll have
so there's
Yeti actually
there's
make us some cups.
Santa and
We do have
Megan.
an in to do that.
What?
We do have an in to do that.
Oh, the make the Yetis, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's my sister-in-law, Megan, and you happen to know Santa. His beard wasn't as white as I remember, but Mrs. Claus was like the sweetest lady, and she made that dress. I was like super impressed. She was a lot of
the
fun.
Elves, no elves helping on that.
I didn't ask. She said that she did it, and
Yeah.
then this is the wreath that I won. I loved it. I was rolling about 4 different silent auction bids at any given time. I had some people that I thought were going to shank me at one point over a wreath, so that was fun. I let them win that one. I didn't mess around anymore. So
Good choice.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
But we raised some money. We had fun
Yeah.
doing it. I got to be creative. Boom.
Hey, and
It's fun.
the Dumb Friends, they get some cash. I love it.
Yep. Hell yeah. So
Yeah, even better.
I would like to do that again next year. That's really all I know. So
Yeah.
boom.
It was fun. And maybe we'll do it. We may even do like one for that cause, and then maybe do one that we could give away.
To our people and have
our
them bid
people.
on it or something.
Yeah, have do some kind
yeah.
of bidding, and we could
Donate it.
donate the money.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
To a cause. And because the wreath was really like, if you look at it had a Yeti cup. I mean, we had all this stuff here. I know you probably saw it.
Yeah.
But,
I had 13 lottery tickets on
yep,
there.
there was 13.
Do you want to know
scratchers.
the significance of the 13?
Nope.
Do tell.
Sure don't.
What did you say, Brian? You said yes, and then Chris said no.
Yeah.
You guys are not on the same page. It was
Sorry.
it was for Taylor Swift because
That's
it was
why I
her
didn't
birthday.
care.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I know. Now I don't want
Still
to.
don't care.
Yeah. Now
Standing by my answer.
We had the Taylor Swift $5. It's like the swear jar. Every time Carrie brings up Taylor Swift, she's got to put $5 in. So
I'm so over her, and I have many things I could say.
You can't say any of it.
We've reached
going to.
$180,000 so far from
$180,000 she has
Yeah.
in the jar.
Yeah, because
Are you gonna like Venmo that over to somebody, or what are you doing? Like,
she's like, she just keeps pouring it in every 5 minutes. It's like
you guys are rolling over there. You're
she's
rolling
like,
in it.
$5. Just throw
Oh
a
my
20 in.
gosh.
I'm going to talk about Taylor for a few minutes.
for the next 5 minutes. Oh my gosh! You sent this picture. This is Marcy up
Marcy
in Washington.
and Brian King. Yep. So she was sporting our Colorado Native Realty shirt for their Christmas party, and
I love it.
a huge shout out to them. I was super excited. So
I remember
nice.
mailing that to her last year. I think
Yeah.
it was last year. She lives in Washington now, right?
Yep.
Well,
So they live up
shout
in
out to
Washington.
Marcy King. Thanks for
Yeah.
repping up in Washington State. And then, did you happen to go to the mountains this week, or what's going on up in Keystone?
Yeah. So we had snow, so it was nice and snowy. If you didn't see the video, there's a pretty cool video on my feed that has my wipeout. So it doesn't hurt on the top of my head, it doesn't hurt on the bottom of my head, but my face.
We could get it real
Right.
quick. Can you put it on yours, and I'll have
Put
me
it on
see
what?
You have it. Hold on, give me a second.
I think it's on his Instagram.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
a second.
Oh, you're trying to load it with.
He's gonna try to look it up on here.
Yeah.
I just have to make sure you
Did
have the-
Rob take the video in slow motion? How did that?
Yeah, so Rob was behind me with a GoPro, and obviously I lost my edge. You could see like my foot just goes out, and I'm horizontal within a bazillionth of a second. So remember, like, no one has seen this video at full speed, but all of that hit took about a second. So my reaction time was my arms are out, my face is taking the hit.
Oh my gosh,
So-
Brian, did it
But we
hurt?
still got no, it was all snow. It was all powder. So, but it was we still got 9 more runs after that. So
Oh my
it didn't kill
gosh.
me, obviously.
Well, right on. Well, nice work there. Are you gonna
Yeah.
try to show it? How do you?
I think it's gonna work here.
What if it What if
share
it kicks us
screen,
off?
Wow.
Switcher cast. Hold on. It shouldn't.
Boom.
Ad source. Okay, it says Angie 1. What or Angle 1?
No. Switcher cast. I don't know.
Yeah, we can always throw it into the comments if people want to see it.
Start
It's
There
pretty
you go.
entertaining.
What happened when you did that?
I have no idea.
There it is. Okay, display on Shannon's phone.
Okay.
This is gonna happen here.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay, so
It's up there. Now give me the thing and I'll put the video on.
Yep.
So just go to my Instagram feed.
Yep. And if you want to wait 1 second, I can just go back to
Did it
this.
show it? Okay, I
I'm
gotta
gonna
find.
go back to this while you do that. and
All right,
get
I'm gonna
it
go to
ready, so,
Brian's
so we can
page.
save you guys all the
Yeah.
all the drama for
It's,
finding it.
Okay, it's here. I've got it.
Now we may not have audio, so
There's not really any audio for it, so
Oh,
it's all
okay.
good. You don't get to hear me yelling.
can you make it
"Oh!"
full screen? Can you?
I don't know how to do that on here.
You don't.
No, not on
Try it.
Instagram. It doesn't do it on Instagram. I can try and did you put it on Facebook too, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
one
on
sec.
It's on, if it's on Facebook, you can do it.
You're kind of killing me today.
Uh,
Smallest.
Hey, but in my defense, I think that was a pretty quick tech
Okay,
solution
here.
to
There it is.
have it.
Boom.
Can you pause and
Boom.
wait? Hold
Nope,
on.
I don't know how to pause it.
You don't know how to.
Okay, I paused it.
Like I
It's
said,
33 seconds. It only took us 3.5 minutes to get there.
Can you hit this
Yeah.
so that it goes the right way?
There you go. Nope.
This is random as hell.
It's not doing it the way that you want to do it.
We'll just throw the link on there. It's gonna be like.
Oh, there he
I can
goes
see.
down.
Let's just
He's
say-
going
There you
down.
go. There you go.
Face
And you can
plant.
see-
Why
Boom.
didn't you get your face
One-
out of the snow?
Watch those are my goggle. That's my lens of my goggles flying up in the air behind my head.
Rob must have been dying.
He's like, you hit your face right like square on your nose. I'm like,
Oh my God,
Hold on,
Brian.
I got it right here.
yeah.
Okay.
Here,
Now
play again.
Play again, but turn it. Turn
I
it.
did. Oh, there.
Ha-ha!
Oh, look at this. It's like we're broadcasting on the news, guys.
Yeah, boom. Right, you see,
Talking
like,
about real
there-
estate.
There goes my
In
edge.
face plants. Your
There's the
hands.
edge. Edge is gone.
Boom.
Oh.
And then your goggles go flying.
you'll
Are
see
the
my-
goggles still
you'll see my-
intact?
you'll see my lens here in a minute.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, they're just magnetic. So
Oh hell.
yeah, and the two snowboarders like right in front of me are like, they're like, "You're right." I'm like,
Wow.
"Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little
Oh
stunned."
my
That's it."
gosh.
That was
So-
awesome.
How do you want me just to close this or whatever?
Yeah, you can. Close
Okay.
it.
Well, nice job with the tech department there, getting that up and running. So give
Well,
me a
we
high
wanted to
five.
talk about it,
Give me a
right? I
high
mean,
five.
yeah.
That was sweet.
sorry,
you were-
Thanks
that
for
was good.
waiting
Put me on
with
the
us so
spot.
we could show that shoot off.
Yeah, they really wanted to just watch me get my face.
I
It
kind
was
of
worth
did.
it.
It was totally worth
was
it.
worth it.
I
My-
think
my
on our
sister
team
called
meeting
me-
on our team meeting on Monday, I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna
Yeah.
screen share my screen here just for a minute for you. We're gonna watch this video about 10 times, okay?
Cindy-
I want you
Cindy-
all to give Brian a little feedback on his fall, just a
Yeah,
little.
Cindy called me Wednesday morning after I posted it, and she's like, "You have just made my Christmas season the best ever." And I'm like, "There's something wrong with you that made your Christmas season." And she goes, "That's why I'm your sister." So
That's right.
Oh my gosh! Well,
100%.
high five to Cindy for giving you a good shout out. And is she coming for Christmas, or her and Anthony coming up to Colorado?
no.
Are they staying
in
put?
New Jersey. Yeah, they're in Jersey.
Well, Merry Christmas to Cindy and Anthony, and I'm glad that you were able to make her Christmas dreams come true
Yeah,
with your
her
face
season
plant.
is fulfilled. Write
Yep.
that down.
Nice job.
I'm sure there's a laundry list of people that were thrilled to watch my face get smashed into the ground. So
Well, I think
I
that was-
liked it very much.
I liked it very much too. If Rob could just like do that a little more often, or
Oh, I'm sure he
Yeah.
was stoked to capture it too. He's like,
yeah.
I
this
don't-
is a
I mean,
really good video.
Truly, I knock on wood. I probably fall once, like every 7 times that I go. So I really don't fall that often. So when
Well,
I
he
do-
needs to start timing that out.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
he got it. So
Well,
That's all that
speaking of the holiday spirit and happy people, this is Melody, Brian, and their little son Declan. They closed on a great house here in Colorado Springs last week. They were a referral from one of our referral partners. Her name is Chelsea. She's up in Fort Collins, a great referral partner of ours. So shout out to Chelsea.
love Chelsea.
She always
She's the
thinks of
bestest.
us with people that she knows that are looking to buy or sell here in the Springs, and it's a great opportunity for us to take care of her clients and friends, and then us to make new friends and clients out of it. So it's a win-win all the way around. They got a great house that appraised for over what they're purchased at. We got them a full amount of concessions because they're VA buyers. The VA can only allow a certain percentage of the purchase price to be able to use towards their purchase. So we got them a 2-1 buy down and their closing costs covered. I think they had to bring $1,800 to the closing table. So they got a smoking deal. Tell your friends, if you're thinking about buying, right now is the time. And what else happened yesterday?
Yep, rates came down. Well, they're coming down. They're also,
coming down.
You saw today, so the Fed said they're not raising rates, and they're going into 2024 with the expectation of dropping them 3 separate times at the beginning of the year. So, that time we were trying to talk to people about, being aware of, if you start seeing these rates dropping, you're going to see those people coming out of the sidelines, and right in time for the spring, and then going into the election season,
Yeah,
all that fun stuff. So you're gonna see.
it's gonna be an exciting time, and it's definitely gonna be a different climate in the real estate market. So, waiting isn't always your friend.
Yeah,
Well, in
that's
this market here in Colorado, and I mean maybe in other markets, but here it's not. That's probably not going to do you any favors, because once the competition is back, then
The wheels fall off the bus. How many lenders have reached out to you, Brian, in the last 24 hours? I'm curious because we've had at least 10.
all the lenders.
Yeah.
if it wasn't on email, a text, I probably had another 10 phone calls.
Yeah.
That were like, let's get this ball rolling.
For obvious reasons. I mean, their business has been affected greatly.
Without a
Just
doubt.
like every real estate company and brokerage and agent individually, we've all been affected. And I like to hear it. I love that our people think of us when, this stuff happens, and, so it's all about being educated and knowing what's going on. And I'm
Well,
telling you, if
people-
we go back to that competitive market, it's going to be wild.
everyone that we've put into a house has had an amazing either buy down, a concession. They've had, especially with new construction's kind of throwing everything like the kitchen sink towards their deals.
They are very competitive, and I gotta
Yeah.
say that it's been tough for an average lender to compete with what the builders are offering and the builder incentives.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
Because they'll give you a rate buy down and a great rate, and it's of course if you use their preferred lender, and that's the caveat to that, is that your preferred lender may not be able to compete with what they're offering. And so at least this way, for the average buyer who is looking for a resale house or an existing home, not a new construction home, they can take advantage of the great rates.
Yeah. Well, and the 3-1 buy down, so dropping the rate for 3 years, that's probably been the most proven way for the last couple of months, especially with rates when they climbed up close to 8. You saw people being able to buy that down into the 4s and 5s.
Well, and what's cool
down in the 3s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's really cool about that too is if you can do it when you have a buy down like that. I always, because it's typically it progressively goes to the rate that it ends up being for the remainder of the loan. If it's a 2-1 buy down, then it's 28 years. If it's a 3, then it's 27 years or whatever. But if you can try to pay what that payment would be at what it's going to be for the majority of the loan, and just put that in savings, or whatever you can do, paying down on the principal of your house, it can really be a vehicle for you to.
It'll help acclimate you to that payment too.
Yeah, it does get you used to the payment that it's ultimately going to be, and it's a really frugal way to strategize and take advantage of that buy down, and not just like the savings every month if you can do it.
Heck yeah.
Well, and look at the refinance market. The refinance market right now is basically at a halt.
Right.
But as some of these people that have bought in the 6s, 7s, and 8s, as you see these rates dropping, they're going to refinance. And so let's say you did a 2-1 buy down a year ago, and you were probably in the mid 7s at the lowest. So if you could get it down into the 5s and 6s, that's a couple $100 per $100,000. I mean, that's a huge drop in a monthly payment. So you're going to see some refinancing happening pretty soon. The 3-1 gives you 3 years to kind of see where rates go.
Right.
I think rates, my personal perspective, is rates are going to stay somewhere in the 4s. Is a happy, healthy medium for interest rates and bond yields. So
that'd be great. I think that would still be awesome. I think that.
Yeah.
I think you're spot on. I don't see them going back to as low as they once were.
No.
But the 4s would be, a nice happy medium where, that sweet spot basically.
Yeah.
So
Can I interject on something that we kind of touched on briefly too, about the builders and the incentives that they're offering right now?
Yeah.
I want buyers that are out and about, that are just walking into new construction to consider bringing their real estate agent with when they walk in. What we experienced most recently with a buyer of ours is we saw a property listed online for sale. It was in the MLS for $460,000 or something like that. Had we known that the purchase price of the property was really $499, we would never have taken this buyer in, because they weren't in that price range. We never would have walked in.
It was a classic bait.
It was a bait and switch with the buyers when we walked in.
And we actually didn't go with that builder. And that's because not all builders are operating on this level. But what they did is they advertised this price, and then they said, and they advertised their incentive, which was really good. We're not going to get into what that is because you may know who they are, because they're really big. But the only way you could actually get that incentive is if you paid full price. So even though it was advertised at that $40,000 less price, you had to pay $40,000 more to get their incentive, and effectively that $40,000 was just paying for that rate buy down. That's what that's what that did. They just creatively crafted it in a way that got us in the door, and it did. We went and looked at the houses and talked to the rep, and we looked at about 4 houses.
It was very interesting, Brian, to know that they that was their marketing strategy.
Well, and it even got better. She went super, and this is another reason I don't want to say, but she went super hardcore
aggressive sales
tactics. Yep. If you don't, so the same day, she's like, if you don't give me an answer by,
today,
7 o'clock tonight, then it goes up to
the purchase price was going up. The next day, $10,000.
And we're like, what?
Yeah. So our poor buyers were like, "So you're telling me I have to decide tonight?"
Yeah, and right now.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Well, that's what she's telling you. I personally would walk away, but because I don't like that. I'm going to hold your feet to the fire sales tactic. There's other houses, and we found a better incentive. A better house, in my opinion, a better incentive, a better house, definitely a better lot. Smoking deal.
Not even a mile from there.
Yeah.
Not even a mile from the same exact place. So the point is you really got to do your due diligence. Shannon is spot on. There's if you walk into a builder, you walk into XYZ builder and they're building homes, they have the authority to sell you their inventory. They don't have to be licensed agents, and they can still sell you what they have to offer there. But it's my analogy, or what I like to equate it to, is if you're going to go to court, you're going to want a lawyer, right? So if you're going to go to a builder, you should be represented. You should have your team there so they can be like, this is a little bit high pressure, or let's see if this house is even worth that, or what it will appraise for. There's a ton of resources that we bring to the table that will help, and ultimately with their great incentives, it's not going to affect you as the buyer.
Right. The other
to have an agent.
Yeah, to piggyback that is, just because that's what they're advertising, that's not what you may not know that, but we can negotiate that price down. We can get that price down, add in some incentives, do some other stuff that they may not just offer outright. And we don't care if we offend them. Our job is to get you the best deal.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Keep that in mind.
Bingo, bango.
Yeah, I like it.
We talked about interest rates. We talked about Santa.
So you're driving by the builder and you're like, man, I think I'd like that house.
Call me.
Call your agent. Call Brian. Call Shannon. Call me. We will meet you out there, and we will talk to those people, and we will, help you out.
Yeah.
And
we'll also
it shouldn't adversely affect you. It should just help you.
We'll let you know what's happening also in that market. The worst thing you can do is get into that, and then you've put money down, you've done other stuff, and we can't fix that. So at least let's have a conversation.
We've had those phone calls too, where a buyer has called after the fact and said, "Hey, I got under contract with this new construction. Can you help me get out?" Not right now. At that point,
it's actually too late. If you don't walk into that builder with an agent, it's really hard to get represented by an agent after that. Like if you walk in there and start the process with somebody sitting at that desk, not that they're not great people. We appreciate what they do. We deal with them day in and day out. They work hard. We want them to be taken care of, but we also ultimately, more than that, we want you to be taken care of. And the best way to take care of yourself is to have solid representation.
Yeah. Amen.
Period.
Amen.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good one.
On that note, I mean,
that's it. That's all.
Be represented. Don't go out. Don't go outside without a coat. It's cold.
Is that really where you're going right now? Don't go outside without a coat.
It's utilitarian. It's like Brian wouldn't go snowboarding without his jacket and his goggles and his helmet.
Yeah. And now,
or his friend Rob with his cell phone and the slow motion.
Yeah.
Bubble wrap on my
slow
face.
motion for you.
Yeah. Rob's probably got a donut beanie too, I bet.
Does he really? Does he have a donut beanie?
He probably does.
Is he going to the Sphere in Las Vegas to go see fish? Is he going?
He's trying to. Yeah. They're coming after you too. So yeah.
Fish is coming after you too.
At the Sphere.
So is Beyonce. She's trying to get a residency in that bad boy too.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I know all of it. And Wu-Tang just got a residency in Las Vegas.
I saw
Guess
that
who's not gonna be there?
We all know who's not going to be
Gee,
there.
could it be Method Man not coming?
And Old Dirty Bastard.
Well, yeah, okay, but they have Young Dirty Bastard now. So,
Yeah.
all right.
We digress.
I have feelings
Yeah.
about that.
Did I just cut open a wound and like pour salt all over it?
I have some
A little
feelings about that. Like the novelty of YDB is cool, but it ain't the same, y'all.
No, it's not the same. But
It's not the
all
same. Just like the whole experience is not the same without Method Man. Like
Yeah,
it's
100%.
I mean,
Method Man, we love you, and thank you,
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, for introducing us to Run the Jewels, because we never would have
yeah.
met them without all of that. Because I probably would have been like, yeah, Run the Jewels. Brian said it's like metal rap, meh. But they were bomb.
stole the
They were
show.
awesome.
Stole the
Yeah.
show. So if we
Yeah,
didn't talk
without a
about
doubt.
Run the Jewels yet, Run
Go
the
pick
Jewels.
up-
RTJ.
go
RTJ.
RTJ.
Download the album. Download a
Yep.
couple albums.
All of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Okay. Have
That's
a great
it.
day,
All right.
everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye,
Call
guys.
us if you need anything.